Well, but people like you, I mean, who, if you can come up with the unified field theory, this is where the science begins for us to make that technology available, by understanding the dynamics of how it works.
That's right, by truly understanding the dynamics of gravity and the dynamics that allows all the orbitals of the electrons to occur and all the spin of all the planets and the suns. If we really understand those dynamics, we can reproduce them to generate systems that are similar to the systems that the universe uses, and generate gravitational fields and so on. Now, if space and time, which creates gravity, has spin in it, then that means that it is polarized. It creates a polarity axe in space-time. And that means that you could reverse the polarity and get lift, you see, and you would get incredible amount of acceleration very rapidly, because you would be opposing the device you built against the gravitational field of the whole universe. So you can imagine that you would be moving very fast, very quickly.
Amazing. You're certainly welcome to give us a call here at 530-752-2777. You're listening to KDVS Davis 90.3 FM. We're so far out that we're speaking with Nassim Haramein from Hawaii. We're talking about the unified field theory. If there's any scientists, physicists out there who are listening, like to add some comments or ask a question, you're certainly free to do that, or anybody for that matter. Some ideas, or if your imagination has been set off like mine has, please give us a call here at 530-752-2777. What a unique opportunity to... I must admit, this has always been a kind of a hobby of mine, not being a physicist, not being a mathematician. I just find it very fascinating, these ideas that you're discussing. Now, how did you come about this? Why did you pursue this? How does one come to pursuing the unified field theory?
Well, you know, I was very intrigued, just like you, when I was very young. When I started, around the age of 7, I started to really be intrigued with the way dimensions work and the way physics work and the mechanics of physics and so on. And I started to study it intensely. And I did it took a long time before I got into formal studies of it, but I did basically, had moment of illuminations, moments where it seemed clear to me, and I took divergent ideas from the ideas that are popularly being conveyed in universities, and I got to different results by taking divergent ideas, and the results are now showing to generate a unified field theory. And thousands of people have been attempting to do so throughout the years, and Einstein himself was someone that was pursuing a unified field theory, and his theories of relativity were really attempts at unifying the fields, at finding a theory that would explain all the dynamics of creation, from universal size object to atomic structures. And I'm saying this without arrogance. I'm hoping, and I'm very excited at this point, that this theory might be it. It might actually do that for us, and it's very exciting to see. And I'm sure there will be in the future much more details and much more, amendment and adaptation to this theory. But I think that what we have so far is a good foundation, and I'm really excited to bring it into the public. It's been 15 to 20 years since I've been formally working on this, and it's good to see its final results come in.
Well, as we know, Einstein often said that he always tried to put himself in the position of God, in a sense, to think like God would have thought, to understand these formulas, to understand why things work, and how could have a mind that we associate with creation or God, the mystery, whatever word you want to use, and how would it have come about to create what we have. And so it seems to me a lot of humility is certainly a part of that process to be in that position. And during one of my yoga practices, the illumination came to me that every person, whether it's Copernicus, Galileo, Einstein, Planck, or any of the great minds throughout history, Eddington, the one thing they all shared and had in common is that they made observations of what already is.
That's right.
They didn't create any, like an artist, they didn't paint a formula. Well, I'm going to paint E equals MC squared and therefore it exists. No, it's there and they were able to see it.
That's right. And they observed nature and through their inner knowledge, through their nature, they were able to extrapolate fundamental concepts of physics and eventually analyze them and write them in mathematics so that they could be transferred and useful to other physicists.
Translate, yeah, they translated.
Yeah, they translated it into appropriate language so that other physicists could use these concepts. And really, you know, and it's very accurate what you're saying, is that everybody has this knowledge within themselves. Everybody has the information within their structure because they are part of the universe too. Everybody is part of this grandiose, amazing, you know, dynamic painting that we call our universe, and everybody has access to all the information. And really, when, you know, I talk to people about this, and I can see that they get excited about it and their eyes open up and so on. Really, all they're doing is remember their own knowledge. Mm-hmm. They're remembering their connection to the universe. They're remembering their connection to nature and the way nature works. And I'm just helping them illuminate things that hasn't been illuminated in them. So it's really exciting to see that happening.
Now, we had mentioned off the air some time ago, I talked to you that NASA has recently proposed the idea that they're working on the unified field theory using the sun and satellites for experiments. Can you illuminate a little bit on that? Have you been following that or know anything?
There's multiple experiments that are planning on going up in the next few years that are attempts at verifying not the unified field theory, but at verifying Einstein's field equation,
right.
Einstein's equations for gravity. And one of these experiments is called the Gravity B probe. Another one is an experiment that's been proposed where two small satellites will be sent towards the sun and will be able to send a signal from behind the sun and see how much curvature is in space-time and so on. So there is a lot of interest right now in, you know, making very accurate measurements to support and to confirm Einstein's theories of gravitation. Mostly because there's many other theories that are creeping up, that are coming up, that are, you know, theories of unification that predicts different results than Einstein's theories predicted. So to make sure that we are not going in the incorrect direction, all these experiments are being prepared by NASA. And I think the Gravity B probe was delayed for a few months, but it's supposed to go up in the next few months. So.
Yeah, just listening to you, it just came to mind. I don't know, this is maybe a far field, and yet I feel it's not more in the metaphysical realm of what you're talking about. Two things: the idea of water having consciousness, and just the idea of consciousness itself. We use this consciousness to investigate the mystery of what we're involved in here, but it seems to me consciousness itself might be associated with this unified field theory, because if we're talking about a unified field theory, then all things are somehow explained, including consciousness.
Yeah, exactly. And this would be like a theory of everything.